Welcome, everyone, to the Sonoma Spiel. My name is Tim Zahner with the Sonoma Valley Visitors Bureau. If you just finished the last podcast, and I know you did because you're a loyal listener, that was the lighting of the plaza, and we did a review of how it went. And it was fabulous, if I do say so myself. It was great. Thousands of people were in the plaza. We had great performers. We had the pomo dancers. We had the El Verano school kids. We had the Grupo Folklorico Quetzalen. We had the soul section, and we lit the tree, and it was so much fun. And that kind of kicks off the holidays here in Sonoma Valley, and that's where we are. We're in the holiday season, and we're thinking holidays. And just got back from a trip to Michigan, visiting my in-laws for Thanksgiving. It was fun. It snowed on us. And we had a good time out there. It was really good. But it's good to be back in Northern California, in Sonoma Valley. It is a little cooler out here. Not as cold as Michigan was, but it's a little cooler. And during those times when it gets cooler, you start thinking of things like, what should I drink? What should I have? One of my favorite things is hot chocolate. And there's a great song my kids learned. It goes, uno, dos, cho, uno, dos, tres, ca, bate, bate, chocolate. And it's a fun song about making Mexican hot chocolate. They learned this when they were kids. And so it's for that reason. Not for that reason, but it's apropos that today I have a very special guest. I know every week I say I have a very special guest. This time I actually mean it. Very special. She's brought in some neat things to talk about that relate to that song that I just massacred by trying to remember the lyrics to. She runs a great shop. She's done a lot in the community and continues to do amazing things. It's Angie Sanchez with Hola Vida Cultural Arts. Angie, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. That was a long lead up.
Hola.
Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo está bien?
Muy bien, gracias.
Bueno. Angie, what's going on? You're with Hola Vida Cultural Arts.
So it's the shop is Hola Vida Collective, and then the nonprofit is Vida Culture Arts.
Okay.
So.
And you're the only business I know with the upside down exclamation point in the beginning of the title.
Yeah, it's got Hola Vida.
We mean it.
Like, yes.
We mean it.
Like, hello.
Hello. And that's what hola means. Hello.
Yeah, hello, and then Vida. So the name came about because of through the nonprofit that we have. Vida Culture Arts was bringing life through the Latino arts and engagement opportunities. Okay. And so we wanted to bring more color, more, color, more events.
More vida.
Bring more vida. I
like it.
And so then when we decided to open up the shop, we were like, let's keep vida. And somehow we threw in there, hola. And then
welcome to the shop. Yeah. So, let's start. We'll start with the shop because that's like for most visitors will interact with that. Where is your shop and what is it?
So we are located right next to the Red Grape. So the address is 539 First Street West, right off of the square. So you cannot miss us. We have we have a bright logo that says Hola Vida en papel picado.
Yeah, what is that? That's a little cut paper.
Yeah, so it's like the traditional paper that, you see like the banners and sometimes in Mexican restaurants or in all of like celebrations, whether it's wedding, baptisms, birthdays, or just for decor.
They kind of like hang.
Yeah, they hang
from corner to corner of a building.
Papel picado, because papel picado means like cut paper, and so you'll see like different designs through the banners. So you can't miss our sign logo, and then we have our sign in the corner.
Right.
So we are a vibrant gift shop and community space. We have different items that we have in shop from local vendors that are part of our collective, and they, in exchange, participate in small business development classes, and we connect them to like mentors. So then they're able to be showcased in the store. And then aside from that, we also work with colectivos, with artesanos in Mexico and different Oaxaca, Jalisco, Puebla. And so we also bring some handmade, unique items from Mexico. And then we also have other items that we carry, other Latina brands like I La Micheladas from Brisa Lopez, who's a very well-known Latina in like the Oaxacan cuisine.
Oh, okay.
Danny Trejo, the actor, we carry
Yeah.
his coffee, his taco books,
And he's famous for the movie Machete. And,
Yeah,
I mean,
Machete,
for a long time in like the 90s to the early aughts, if you saw like a bad, tough LA guy,
it was
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo.
Yeah. And then, so everything in the shop is Latino, Latina owned brands. And in the part where we also, like I said, we community space, we host workshops and classes. And we've done alebrije workshops with artisans. We've done paint nights.
Are you yourself an artist? Like, how did you get into this world?
How did I get into this world? Well, I actually never considered myself an artist, and everybody's like, "No, you kind of are." I wish I could paint or draw, but I can't, not at all.
Right.
But I consider myself like a creative, and I do like to do like a lot of DIY projects. And for me, I think it's more of like being creative and trying to bring the community together is more of my thing.
Right.
I love like learning and more about like my culture, because I mean I was born and raised here in Sonoma, and I mean there was really nowhere for me to like learn about Dia de los Muertos or like go to a shop where I could like feel connected to. And so that's also why the shop wanted to make it where I could go buy a card in Spanish for my parents, or find a hat that said like something in Spanglish, you know.
Right.
And then also some pieces for my home that were more unique, you know. So, and then also affordable. I would like to say that I think we are very affordable, especially for being downtown. And I wanted it to be a gift shop that if it wasn't my shop, I would be able to shop at.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I do think one skill you have is you're a connector and like an organizer.
Yeah.
Because before this, you would put on like the Mexican Independence Day celebration.
Still do. Yeah.
Still do it. And then Cinco de Mayo. And then I think you did a Las Posadas a couple times.
And then we did a Dia de Muertos festival 3 years ago.
And we did the ofrendas, the altars around.
Yeah.
So your skill, your art is like, I have an idea and I want to get this group in here. I want to get the food vendors over here, get some music.
Yeah.
Sprinkle the magic organizing dust. Poof. And it happens, right? So that's... But I love that you have the store now that people can walk into.
And the shop is like super fun because we get to meet like a lot of different people. We get to share about like the stories of those that are in the collective that are local. We get to also share like the tradition and the artistry of the artisans from Mexico and talk about the different regions. And
so do you go to Mexico to find stuff?
Yeah, I actually just got back from Oaxaca.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Oaxaca for 12 days.
Did you bring any food back for me? Like
no, I wish. I love the food is so good. So good. But yeah, so I went and like we source some stuff from the artisans.
That's cool.
Yeah, we have like a hand woven table runners, coasters, placemats, and then like a lot of pottery, ceramics.
Is your family from Oaxaca?
No. My parents are actually, my dad's from Michoacan and my mom's from like Mexico City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of people from Michoacan, I think, in Sonoma Valley.
Yeah,
or
Sonoma Valley is Oaxaca, Michoacan, and Jalisco.
Yeah, okay. Which is good.
Yeah.
Jalisco's got tequila down there.
Yes.
And
Oaxaca has mezcal.
Right. And Michoacan has like a lot of dairies, I think, and like agriculture. Yeah. So that's good stuff that it kind of translates to up here.
Everybody has like something, that they're known for.
Well, so tell me about this at the shop. You've brought in a few things here.
Yeah.
I said bring in stuff that you sell. I don't think you brought in everything you sell.
No, trust me, I could have brought way more, and I was like, okay, I need to calm down.
Yeah, just grab it all. But like, especially with the holidays coming up, but kind of year-round stuff. So what are some stuff that you have?
Yeah. Here? So I think also like one thing, because they're, I've been trying to share is, yes, it's like a Mexican gift shop, but also because I was born here and I am Mexican American. Again, and I'm thinking about what are things that I could have in the shop that are like one of a kind items from Mexico, but also things that, as being Mexican American, that I would look for. And so I think that's one thing that I want to like share is like we have a little bit of everything from like from art to self-care items to like snacky stuff. So I'll do.
And I love it. I think you've hit it right there. Like it's when you said it was Spanglish. Yeah. It's a mix of the two.
Yeah.
Which is very Californian. This Sonoma being the last end of the empire for the Spanish and then the Mexican Empire. Like that's very much a part of our. It's very on brand for who we are.
Yeah.
And where we are. And I love that your store. You kind of walk in there and get that feeling.
Yeah, and it's me. Like everybody who like knows me, they'll walk into the shop and they're like, "Your shop looks like your house," and they're like,
"Isn't that great though?"
Because you built the same.
Yeah, you built your passion out of it.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, I won't sell anything that I don't use. I won't eat, or I wouldn't like have in my home."
I like that.
But yeah, in the beginning they're like, "Am I at your house? What's happening right now?"
You're like, "Yes, I live here. I'm a small business owner."
And it's like and then I'm from my background. My parents are from Mexico, and then I was born here, so it's like I'm soy Latina, I'm Mexican, but I am also American. So it's like I'm both worlds,
Right.
So I also within the store wanted to show that, and like I didn't bring any stickers, but like we have like Spanish stickers, English stickers. I mean, we have
the Spanglish stickers too, which are funny
Spanglish
little puns.
Stickers.
Yeah.
And like our paint knives have been like really just like Mexican themed, but. On the 21st, we're doing we're Swifties. We're doing a Taylor Swift paint night because why not?
As you should.
I'm like, Latinas like Taylor Swift too.
I will be ready there to shake it off or whatever Taylor Swift songs I can remember.
And it's almost sold out. So there's plenty of
Oh my
Swifties in this town.
All right, so show me some of the stuff that you guys sell there.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things in this we do source in Mexico. They're these like handmade, like intricate candles.
Yeah, look at that.
Made in Oaxaca, and we have them in like different colors. We also have them like really big. So
and they've got really looks like flowers almost
and
on it, like really intricate, coming out at all sides, almost like a Christmas tree style shape. But that is beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's kind of teal colored, turquoise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I went to their home where they make them, and I was like, they were trying to teach me how to do it, and I couldn't even make one.
And you're like, I'll just buy them. I don't think I can make them.
I tried.
I saw it's cool, a little candle like that.
Yeah, and then also like more Oaxaca.
Oh, it's like a mug with like a face on it.
Yeah, so they're really big on like clay stuff, like barro negro, like black clay, and then barro rojo. I didn't bring any barro rojo, but red clay. And you can only find barro rojo in Oaxaca, specifically in this one area outside of Oaxaca City.
Okay.
And so like the women, las mujeres del barro rojo, like the women of the red clay, they're known because they literally hike up this mountain to carve out the red clay from the mountain, and then they bring it back down and they make their pieces.
Amazing.
So we have a lot of barro rojo. We're very lucky to be able to carry some in the shop. But yeah, so this could be for to drink out of. I've seen folks put a plant. They made it into a planter.
It looks like a planter. Absolutely, it's a face with kind of like narrow eyes and a nose and a mouth, but kind of not super realistic, but sort of a motif on it.
So we have a lot of pottery and ceramic from
Okay.
Oaxaca.
Huh.
Another thing that's very popular too is like the coffee. People
Oh, yeah.
love the
There you
café de
go.
olla. This one has more of a cinnamon, brown sugar, like coffee flavor. And we have this one, like we have other coffee too. Danny Trejo's coffee we actually carry in shop.
Is that straight coffee, Danny Trejo's coffee, or is it also a flavored coffee?
No, it's like straight, yeah.
Okay.
It's like I think like medium roast or something like
So
that.
I think Café de Olla, coffee, cinnamon, brown sugar.
Yeah.
And then often served maybe with a little bit of cream in it or something like that.
Yeah, and then we have like Oaxaca coffee that's stronger.
Really?
Yeah,
that's what I like.
That one's really
I like
good.
the strong
Yeah.
coffee. I went to Costa Rica a long time ago for a honeymoon. I didn't know they ground their coffee with sugar and sold it with sugar in the grounds.
Oh.
Yeah, which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
And so I brought it back. I must have bought like 10 pounds of the stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. But it was good. And I love, obviously Mexico grows their own coffee too. So
Yeah. So like I said, we have a lot of like snacky stuff. I'm very intentional with like what I have. So we have like chocolate covered crickets.
Well, okay, hold on. Chocolate covered crickets?
Yeah, and we have chili lime ones too with like pumpkin seeds that are popular.
Tell me the story. Okay, so this is a
good.
popular snack.
And in Oaxaca, crickets, you have all different kinds of flavors.
Chapulines? So they sell crickets.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not alive when they sell them.
No.
How do they prepare them?
I mean, you have all different kinds. Like they dry them out. They have to be dead. And then they do like different flavors. Like I've seen some with like obviously chocolate.
Right.
They do like chiles, like different kinds of even like in hot sauce. Like, I mean,
Okay.
I've had it. You literally any type of.
They'll figure it out.
So many, and then they have them.
It's
in
almost
these
like
buckets.
popcorn.
They're already made, so they have them in all these buckets, and so then you're like you pick which flavors you want, and then give you like a little clear bag, and you
fill it up.
You fill it up.
Okay.
But yeah, separate so then you can taste the different flavors.
Right. It's almost like going to the Jelly Belly factory,
Yeah.
but with crickets.
No, it's really good. And over there, you have crickets. Well, even here, if you buy them in tacos as a topping, you can put in your salad as a topping.
Wait, are people holding out on me? You
it's
can
good
find.
protein.
Hold on. You can find champalinas on tacos here in Sonoma Valley. Do you know
no,
a guy?
like if you take your own chapulina, then you sprinkle.
You have like a little in your purse. You're like, hold on.
Just kind of like you don't carry chapulinas or tajin with you. We need to get you a little kit like
That's
for
right.
you to
That's
take.
Like I'm at the movie theater. I'm like, oh, excuse me. I gotta put my
Yeah,
crickets.
you don't take your tapatio for your popcorn in the movie theater. What's wrong with you?
I do like
Just kidding.
tapatio. Whose Tio is he though?
Tapatio.
Okay, so I love that, and these are milk chocolate covered crickets with amaranth seeds on top.
Yeah.
Of it. Okay.
And then we have artisanal popcorn.
Oh, you gotta have
already
artisanal.
popped.
Churro
This
flavor?
is churro flavor. We also carry, right now we have Mexican hot chocolate flavored. We have gingerbread, and then we carry like mezcal caramel, all different kinds. But they're good. It's really good.
I actually love this, especially for gifts. This is interesting. Those are good stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
I gotta get those crickets. I like that. That's an avocado purse? Avocado coin purse?
Uh-huh.
Shut up. It'd be funny if you put an avocado in that avocado. So it's a little avocado with a zipper, and you open it up.
And you can put.
Coin purse.
And it's funny because I have them in a bowl.
Right?
And
They look like
we're like, oh, you sell avocados?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're not real because they look
very real from
look
here.
real.
They look extremely real. Let me touch that right for a second. They look very real. Oh, yeah. And it's like, so when I go to the movie theater, and I want to put my champalinas on my
you can
popcorn,
put it in
I can
there.
just put it right in here. I just pull them out and sprinkle them.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
This is really putting everything together.
And you can hide your money in there. Nobody's gonna. I mean, avocados actually are expensive. So
Someone
they might steal the avocado and then
like,
find money in there.
Oh crap! It's just money.
Yeah.
This is cute. This is so funny. Like this is one of those goofy things.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We have. I always tell everybody, I'm like, we have so many things, so many little random things, but they're like fun things. You know, I mean, like
What is this?
This is horchata lip balm. So like chapstick. We have churro lip scrub.
Okay, so for people who don't know, what is horchata?
Horchata is like that beverage. The drink is like rice, cinnamon water.
Yeah,
It's
a little
like
bit of sugar.
A little bit.
It's like sugar water.
Yeah,
with a little bit of rice.
But it's like your very traditional agua fresca
Yes.
that you drink. You can get it literally at every Mexican restaurant. You
And
can get it at La Michoacana.
It's like a big white bucket in the back usually, or container. So when you say an agua fresca, that my understanding is it's a non-alcoholic juice or drink.
You can put Fireball though in horchata.
Tastes great. A little bit of cinnamon,
Call it cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do like Jamaica, which is what is that?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And I get that a lot. So.
Yeah. I mean, agua frescas, you really can make out of any fruit. You can make a water. I mean, there's so many different flavors now. I mean, there's piña. My favorite is like maracuya.
I don't know what that is.
You can only really get that in Mexico. So anytime I'm in Mexico, I like go crazy
Maracuya.
with maracuya. I think it's like passion fruit, maybe.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, and then or like limon with chia seeds.
Okay. That's kind of healthy. Chia, right? And limon.
Yeah,
So,
limon.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, and then even with like the hibiscus one, the Jamaica, you can make that one like super sugary, or you can do it like with less.
Wait, no, it's got to be super sugary.
But if you want it healthy, though, a lot of folks
without the sugar.
Yeah, very low,
I didn't know
sugar.
that. Okay.
But yeah, so there's a ton of different.
Well, okay, so so you have the churro flavor and the horchata flavor lip balm.
Yeah, churro, yeah, lip scrub.
I love
Your
churros.
lips are dry. You just
Put a churro on it.
a little scrub, a little churro. Yeah, and then. So yeah, so we have so many things. We have
is that a
talking
mug?
about horchata.
Yeah.
So this is Fonzie's Fonzie Artisanal Goods. He's part of our collective.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes these candles.
Right. It's in a mug.
It's in a mug. It's a Mexican traditional mug.
It's a beautiful mug with
hand
blue,
painted.
kind of like light blue glazing
Yeah.
on it, and then some green, like a flower.
And there's different colors because they're different scents. So this one is horchata. We love horchata, okay?
Is it we meaning you?
I really am.
Yeah. You're a big fan of horchata?
But the horchata candles, anything horchata in the shop, honestly, has been like a huge hit.
Because it smells good.
Yeah, like if you
Cinnamon's
smell
I
it,
smell this. Yeah.
yeah, like you just now I want to drink horchata.
Yeah. Don't you think we need like horchata to go? Like a little.
Next time I come, I'll bring us some food. We can try food.
We should. Oh my God. I could text Ephraim.
Can we do a food tour?
I should text Ephraim.
Can we take this on the go?
Okay. Yes. So hey, I'm pitching it now. We're hearing it here live. I want to do a food tour from the springs. Like so, we can start around. So right where Highway 12 curves, because there's. I'll at least go there.
We have to start with los pollos, the chickens al brinquito.
Okay, it'll be a little bit longer then. But yeah, but essentially though, you can go all the way either coming into town or going out of town. We can hit so many restaurants.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that too. We can really.
I love this.
And then you can practice.
So it might have to be a bicycle tour because that is a little longer. Initially, I had a smaller one. But we can walk. We
can
take
get
all
a
day.
golf cart.
We'll do a golf cart food
We can
tour.
decorate it like in Sayulita.
And it'll actually be a taco truck, but it's like a little truck. And we're just I see it's big thinking.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
good.
2025.
See,
I'm serious. I really will do it.
I call it Eat the Springs. I have an entire tour I want to do, but it has to come into town too, I guess. But yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I get a lot of folks who come into the shop, and I think automatically because they see a Latina, they're like, "Where's the best Mexican food?"
Oh,
or they're like, "Where's the Mexican food?"
if you want to start a fight, like on the Sonoma County Foodies page, you put down Taco Shop X is the best tacos in Sonoma County.
Oh,
and
it
just goes off.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. Nice.
But I always say I'm like everybody has like their special like
yeah, but yours is wrong.
Item. The what? Well, I'm talking about like local, you know.
Right.
Like I'm always like you can go get pollos or you can get like the shrimp tacos at Sonoma East, or you go to Molino and they have the tamales.
Or at night, like you said, those people set up at night in the parking lots.
Yeah.
And they have all sorts of different things.
Yeah, the al pastor is fire.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so so back to horchata. Yeah, the horchata candle smells very good. You got stuff like that. I also see like some holiday decorations.
Yeah,
Christmas
so
stuff.
we'll start with this. Okay. So we have, again, this is from artisans in Chiapas, Mexico. Okay. This is actually all made out of wool.
It's like a Christmas reindeer.
It's
made out of wool. Look at that. That's beautiful.
So we have this right now in the shop. We have a couple of these, and then non-Christmassy ones. We have like the embroidered animal ones that are more bright.
Okay.
But yeah,
so it seems like
these are so cute.
Mexico has a lot of regional variation in their crafts.
Yeah.
So a lot more diversity within the country. America, United States, we also have that, but because there's been a lot of migration within the country, things have moved around a lot.
Yeah.
And it seems like in Mexico, you can go to a different region and have something completely different.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different style of art and a different style of food. And
like, I can't find these candles de Oaxaca from, like, if I go to Jalisco or, like, it's
just in that region.
That's
just the thing.
Same with, like, the barro. Unless, like you said, somebody who has migrated from Oaxaca and is now maybe in Guadalajara, and then and it's not really that they have a shop. You see the artisans like selling like on the sidewalks and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we have the reindeer, and then we also, a lot of people don't know, but we have a doggy corner, and our store mascot is Cabo. Have you met Cabo?
Is Cabo your dog?
It's my nephew, my brother's dog.
Okay. Oh yeah, I thought you were Cabo. It's my nephew. No. And he's a dog.
He's so cute. He's a.
All right, so your nephew's dog.
Oh gosh, he's a little meatball.
Okay.
He'll be there tomorrow.
Oh, was he that snorty dog?
Yeah,
yes,
cute little nugget.
He's a
looks like a little potato. He's a bulldog.
Yes, I have met him.
People literally will go and be like, "Is Cabo here today?"
Oh, they don't want to see you, do they?
Yeah, no. And I'm like, "Oh, he's not here, but he'll be here tomorrow." Like, okay, I'll be back tomorrow.
I love that.
And they just show up to see Cabo.
So Cabo the dog inspired your dog corner, which is actually pretty robust.
Yeah.
You have a lot of dog stuff there.
So we do. We have like everything from like ponchos to like little sombreros.
You get bow ties.
Yeah, bow ties. And then we have a vendor who joined the collective. It's Wolf Baked Goods.
Okay.
And so they also make little treats, and they make a lot of little bandanas. But right now she's put in her holiday ones.
It's a Christmas bandana. Oh, it's reversible almost.
Yeah,
and
like so
like lights on one side and like a tartan colored red and green plaid pattern on the back. Wow.
She also just restocked for those sports fans, bandanas for doggies, Warriors, 49ers.
Because your dogs watch TV and they watch the sports.
Yeah.
As they do.
They watch
Very important.
the Raiders.
What my dog does is when we're watching football is he eats the nachos when you're not paying attention. Yeah, you put the plate down.
Cabo eats the popcorn. He's big on popcorn.
Does he eat churro popcorn?
He's on a diet.
Does he?
He's a little looking too much like a little nugget.
All the horchata. So I see you got some other holiday stuff there. I think I see a candle with the shape of a Christmas tree.
So this is candles by Moni. She is also part of our collective, and she has these beautiful handmade, hand poured.
That's a large candle.
Yeah, this one's like one of the bigger ones. She has smaller ones. She has ones that look like snowmen or little like Christmas houses.
But that's like, so people who are listening, it's a shape of a podcast. It's a shape of a Christmas tree, but hollowed out, filled up, and it has multiple wicks, I think, in it. So that's like that'll take hours, hours and hours, and it probably smells. Does it smell like horchata?
No, it's more of like the.
It's like pine.
Yeah, it's more of the Christmassy scent.
Okay, I like this one. So
it's pretty. She has like a snowman one, like snowflakes. Okay. And then she also makes these room and car sprays. Okay. And this one's like Christmas Wonderland.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that one. And then talking about room sprays or just like, body sprays. This could be either or. It's like a room or body mist. Again, Fonzie, who makes the other candles, he has great ones as well.
Oh, lavender.
Lavender, Palo Santo.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very popular. So he has a variety of different ones. Okay. And then the same scents from his sprays, he also has them in candles.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
And then we have some
cards.
Navidad cards.
Good. So you said getting a card. I like the idea of getting a card in Spanish for like maybe your grandma who doesn't speak English. And that's really nice to have that available.
Or you. I'd get you a card that says Feliz Navidad.
I would understand. Feliz Navidad. And then I would sing the song to you.
Yeah. And then we have like birthday cards.
I love that.
Cumpleaños. I mean, we have even cards in English, or we have like funny cards like. I think we have, everybody loves Pedro Pascal, the actor.
Oh, the Chilean guy.
Yeah. Daddy.
Okay, so here's the dealio. He's this good-looking guy.
Yes.
He was in Star Wars. He was in
that show with the zombies.
Game of Thrones. Was he in a zombie movie?
Yeah, no, the show. It's like
The Walking Dead? No.
No. The newer ones. Something.
Oh no! They weren't zombies. There was like the funguses. You're right. They were kind of The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's had his moment.
I
think he's
still in the moment.
He's still in the moment.
He just came out on Gladiator 2.
He's a rugged, good-looking guy. He has a mustache at different times, and everyone likes him.
Everybody loves him, and I don't know why or where it came from, but everybody calls him Daddy. They're like, "Oh, that's Daddy."
Well, because did you ever see the Saturday Night Live skit where the kids were making funny little videos of him, and he's like, "You guys need to stop." He's like the substitute teacher, or he's like the history teacher.
No.
You need to stop doing that. They're like, "But you're so snack, Daddy," and he goes, "And I don't know what that means, and you need to stop saying that."
So we even carry some of his stuff. Like we have cards that says like "Congrats, Miss Pascual," or "Daddy State of Mind" stickers with his picture. We have notepads that say like. Daddy's, I don't know. So we have his. We even had his wrapping paper, and it sold out so fast.
For real?
No, his stuff literally like just flies off the shelves.
I remember he was also in Narcos.
Yes,
he was one of the DEA agents in Narcos.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So if
Pedro Pascal came to Sonoma, like Pedro, if you're watching this,
I'm gonna tag him.
Come to this show. Come to the shop. We have horchata candles. And
we need to get our nails done though. So he's big on nails.
Is he?
Yeah. So we have to get our nails done. Like with designs. And
there's
everything.
A first time for everything.
So when we invite him, we need to get our nails.
Wasn't he also the Mandalorian? Was he in that show?
Yeah. He was in a lot of stuff.
What is that guy doing? He doesn't have time to listen to this podcast, but Pedro, if you're listening, come to Sonoma and go to Hola Vida Collective.
I mean, Conan came by, so
That's
why
true.
can't Pedro come by?
That's true. We didn't talk about that though. He was here. He comes more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him he needs to come back, and then we'll take him to go try the food.
Actually, what we'll do, you're right. And
next time I come, I'm not gonna like.
Right, we're gonna say Conan, we're doing the taco walk.
Yeah,
Let's
I'll close
go.
the shop right away, and I'll call you and be like, we're going to take him to go to La Hacienda.
I'll get at least $100 out of petty cash. We'll bring the video, and it'll be this tall, lanky, redhead guy.
Because he likes to do that kind of stuff.
He does.
After he left, I was like, oh my gosh, that was my opportunity. I should have just said, let's go. Because he was like, where can I go get a good drink? And I panicked.
I got an idea. Conan, Pedro, you
Yes.
go hit the town.
Oh my gosh.
I do the podcast about it.
Okay.
It's going to be huge.
Love it.
It's going to be big.
Wait, who else can I bring then too?
You're getting greedy.
Just kidding.
You're just adding people. Bradley Cooper, if you're listening.
No.
Okay, I don't know. Okay.
So like 2010 or something. I don't know.
That's the last time I paid attention. All right,
But
go
I
ahead.
It was in the hangover.
What else you got here, Angie? What are those things? I've got one of those.
So these are nichos.
I bought one of those when I was in Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
So we have all different
It's a little
sizes.
metal, like shadow box kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they're little shadow boxes. A lot of them, so they open too.
Yeah.
And sometimes like they're blank, and you can like put your own picture, or you can decorate it yourself.
Is that
So
your
there's
relative
all-
Frida Kahlo? Is that
This
your,
one's
your
Frida.
aunt?
'Cause everybody loves Frida.
she's got a cool house in Mexico City. The purple
Yeah,
house.
in Coyoacan. Yeah, right outside of Mexico.
It's really
City.
neat.
I was so bummed because when I went, of course I didn't think that
You
it
didn't
would
get
be
tickets.
sold
You
out.
didn't buy tickets, did
You
you?
have to do it like 3 months in advance.
I know it's full of school
And
kids
I just
too.
walked up thinking I could walk in.
No, it's not Sonoma.
Yeah, I know. I was
Because
like,
you know
okay.
what? And she's really shock you. Mexico City, a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, I guess I had to come back.
Gotta plan next time.
Yeah. So then we have
All these little metal tin stars.
yeah, these are like little ornaments. So we have different ornaments in the shop. This one is tin, all made by artisans also in Oaxaca.
beautiful stamped tin star.
Yeah, and we have it in two sizes. We have like a bigger size.
Okay, I like that.
Then we also have then like,
like a
the more
like a
traditional
fabric,
embroidered chapas.
okay.
Same type of the artisans that make like the white reindeer.
Okay. Looks like fabric arts is a big thing in Chiapas.
Yeah, they're really good at that. Yeah, but we are really big on. We have a whole self-care section, so we have like soaps. Like this is like an Aztec sun exfoliating bar. So you can feel like an Aztec warrior. when you're-
Exfoliate like the Aztecs, although maybe that's going too far.
So I mean, again, we like literally we have so many. There's just
Right.
so many things. It's
I love this
hard.
stuff. Well, that's okay. So you might not know, but there used to be a store called Cost Plus, and now it's called like World Market or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And when I was a kid, Cost Plus was literally like everything from like Asia and around the world in like these little cheap bins, and nothing was like really organized, but it was like amazing and cool, and stuff would come and go.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like a Pier 1 kind of store or something like that. But back in my day, it was amazing. What I like about going into your store is that there are new things from all over, and even though you kind of concentrate on Mexico, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's like. It's not like, 100 of the exact same napkin. It's like 3 of this napkin,
Yeah.
2 of that handkerchief, 3 of this funny little sticker. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's eclectic and fun, and you can always go back and find new things.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, some of the stuff like they're like, oh, when are you gonna restock or get that back? I'm like, I don't know if the artisan's gonna make this again.
Poor guy in Chiapas he's not making reindeer anymore. He's making sheep now.
Yeah, no,
Reindeer are done.
Could be something else. Actually, sheep. They are making sheep right now. we have a rooster right now in the shop too.
Not like a real rooster.
No. No, are you kidding me? Red Grape already would have kicked me out. They would have been like, what is that?
A felted rooster. Like you're really leaning into the small town Mexico feeling. You're like,
Honestly,
you should get a bunch of chicken if you do that.
if I was not in the city and if
Right.
the shop was in the county side, I
Right.
probably would.
That would be, if only you were a mile
I wouldn't have
south.
Cabo as the mascot. It would probably be a rooster.
It'd be a real rooster.
Or like a donkey or something.
A donkey would be a big.
donkey would be super
You could put a bigger bandana on the donkey.
Yeah, I think that I should get a donkey. Or a donkey pop up at the shop. Do I need a permit for that?
No, because because you just call it part of the manger scene, and it's just like a seasonal celebration.
Yeah.
That's something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think the city's going to watch this now and I'm going to get in trouble? Like the permitting guy is like, Tim, it was your
I'll be
idea."
like, I get in trouble and be like, well, Tim said
Tim said it was fine because
said I can have
on a
donkey.
podcast.
And he said I can have Pedro too, so.
Never mind those 3 chickens in the corner. All right, so you got all this sort of stuff. When are you guys open? I should ask you that question.
So we are open Wednesday through Sunday. Right now with the holidays, we've been opening on Mondays from 11 to 3. But yeah, so you'll always find us there on the weekends.
And people can find you at your website's Hola Vida Collective.
Yeah, but we're more active on social media, and we're working on the back end of the website. We're also hoping in the new year be able to start shipping, and we're working on that. Yeah, because we get a lot of folks who are like, "Can we?"
Oh, they're visiting from out of town and they want to ship it, or they want to order it.
But that's like a whole. I was like, "Yeah, I'll create." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's a whole other monster trying to create a website." I was like, "I'm gonna take a pause on this."
Yeah, take some. You're gonna go on Shopify.com. How do I do this?
Yeah, and be like on TikTok University trying to learn how to.
Well, speaking of which, you are on Instagram, you are on Facebook. Are you also
Hola
on TikTok?
Vida Collective. Okay. Yeah, we're on TikTok, but
we're on TikTok. We don't do a lot there.
Yeah, me neither. But 2025,
That's the year?
we're gonna get
After
on
Conan
social
and
media
Pedro Pascal
content. I have
push
to. I bought like 3 things off of TikTok to be a TikToker.
Really?
For the shop. So I'm going to practice. I got one of those stands that like.
Oh, do you have a ring light?
That does, that thing.
Yeah.
That other thing.
Okay, let me ask you this. I don't know if you ever go to barbers, but you must get your hair cut or something like that. My barbers now have ring lights because they're doing like Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just cut my hair.
No,
don't do this.
I get stuck watching barber TikTok videos. They do these insane like
the fades and stuff like that?
Yeah, or like haircuts or like I'll send you a video next time. I'll send you a TikTok. Text it to you. No, like they'll like go in with like all this like hair and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, my girlfriend said I need to come get a haircut," and so then like they'll drive hours to go see certain barbers, and then they completely change their look by just the hair, by the cut or like whatever the barber does, and I'm like, whoa.
All right, so just so you know, Angie Sanchez loves barber TikTok. I love that.
That and cat videos.
And the next barber shop will have cats and the barbers doing it together. Yeah. But okay, so you got your stuff. You're going to be doing some TikToks. Yeah. And getting it done. I love it.
And then we're going to keep doing the events. Okay. So I love tomorrow we're going to have the Grinch back.
Oh, really?
We had the Grinch on last Saturday was when the tractor parade was.
Yes.
So we had the Grinch, and he was a hit.
Okay.
And so he's coming to be back tomorrow from 12:30 to 2:30 in the shop. So anybody who wants to come meet the Grinch and take a picture with him, we have our backdrop all ready to go.
Okay. And then just real quick, you also do, other than the shop, you do the big cultural events.
Yeah.
You're still going to do those?
Yeah.
Look at that big sigh. So usually Mexican Independence Day in September.
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo, which is a big holiday in the States.
Yeah.
Not as big of a holiday typically in Mexico.
No, nobody even. Cinco de Mayo is non-existent in Mexico.
Yeah. Outside of
Cinco de Mayo was created by like Corona.
Brought to you by Corona and the Avocado Lobby.
Yeah. But I actually had done Cinco de Mayo from 2007 up until this last year, because I was working at La Luz Center. So that's like their baby, their event. And so now they have a community engagement person. So I was able to.
Oh, you gave it over. Okay, good job. You're the midwife. You delivered the baby.
Here you go.
Now you're done. Okay.
But then I get all the other Latino holidays.
And then,
and then we do the pop-ups in Santa Rosa too.
Great. Oh, you did Frida Fest.
We did a Frida Festival.
I love that. That was really
I want to bring it to the square this year because we've been doing them in Santa Rosa.
That was huge.
I want to do a Frida.
I saw a little girl walking around with the best unibrow, and she had I'm like, she was in it. She dressed up perfectly like Frida.
I want to do a Frida dinner in the barracks.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be such a pretty like backdrop.
That would be a cool spot. What do you do for a Frida dinner? Do we just like dress up?
Well, I think it would be like maybe like a ticketed dinner, like an experience.
Oh, okay.
So, because we also created the Casa Azul.
Okay.
So we have a big wooden.
Oh, yeah, the backdrop. I saw it.
Yeah. So we're like, okay, it could be like an experience. It could be like
and then all these different that people could dress up as like she had all these intellectuals coming through, and the having their discussions, and like Leon Trotsky and stuff like that was living down there and stuff. So it was crazy.
Yeah.
She lives in and she had a monkey. So now you need a monkey, in addition to a burro. Monkeys are terrifying.
Yeah, I'll stick with the donkey. I'll stick with Cabo.
Here's what we're gonna do before we go on to answer some questions. We're going to do an ad. Did you know that we do ads here?
No.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, My dad listens to this podcast, and he says you need to do advertising for yourself, for
Okay.
your stuff. So we're going to read an ad for the Sonoma Plaza Tasting Pass, which is like our wine tasting pass.
Okay.
You don't know anything about it. We're just going to do a straight, like, you just interact with me. Are you ready? This is easy.
Sounds good.
Right. Oh, hey, Angie, I just got into town, and I love all your amazing items from Mexico, but now I want to go to a bunch of different wine tasting shops. Is there a tasting pass I can get?
Yeah, Tim. Actually, vino, which also means wine in Spanish, we have amazing tasting rooms all over the plaza, and you can get a tasting pass. You get to experience, you get a choice of 3 different experiences among 12 tasting rooms, and it's all walking distance.
That's amazing. And thank you so much for reading the fact that I crossed out the 7 and now it's 12, and you just read right through that.
And if you need more information, visit the Visitors Bureau.
Oh, my God.
So imagine when we're with Conan. Just kidding.
That was the first read. The Sonoma Plaza Tasting Pass, $69. You can choose from 3 out of 12 different tasting. Good job. That was well done.
Thanks.
And I'm going to give you quick 2 other things happening in the holidays. We do have the Sonoma Holiday Spectacular. Did you see that at Sebastiani Theater?
And guess where they're doing the VIP reception at?
Oh, hey, look, your logo's on there.
They're doing Hola Vida.
All right, so December 21st, Sebastiani Theater, Maria Moldauer, so she's a fantastic singer, and her Jezebel Quintet. Then they have a master magician, Patrick Martin, and then Tim Curley and the Cork Poolers. They're a good local band here, will be performing. And then the Boys and Girls Clubs music students will be performing with music in place. And then it looks like, yes, at pre-concert reception from 6:30 to 7:30 at Hola Vida with close-up magic, holiday tamales, and more.
So I'm bringing the tamales, and there's going to be vino, there's going to be wine.
Are you bringing the raisin tamales, the sweet ones? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like this lady.
Raisin tamales. Again, like agua
cinnamon.
frescas, there's so many different.
That's true.
Oh, you're talking about like the arroz con leche.
So, well, I've had that too. I think maybe she put it in like a tamale. I don't know. I had it once. It
Maybe
was so
did
good.
they do it with raisin? Yeah.
It was really good.
Well, come on by.
Okay, yeah. Arroz con leche, by the way.
Yeah, arroz con leche.
Also sounds healthy.
Yeah, ponche. Actually, right now.
I love ponche. We were supposed to be drinking ponche right now.
We should, yeah. I'm actually in the shop going to be doing random days where we're going to be we'll have ponche and people can come have some ponche.
Ponche?
Well, so there's ponches, non-alcoholic, and then if you want ponche, like you're saying, we call that piquete.
A piquete. Okay.
Piquete. So you're like, oh, can I get a piquete with my ponche? And then
I like
you know,
it.
do a little
Well, in there.
tequila.
Yeah, it's good. My neighbor would bring that over.
Yeah.
Thanks, Abel. It's the best. And he would make it, and I think every year is slightly different, but it was so delicious.
It just depends on like the fruits you use, but yeah, it's like a warm cider.
So good.
So yummy. So yeah, ponche. I think we're gonna be doing like hot chocolate. You know, the bate chocolate.
Yeah, yeah.
We also have those in the shop. The molinillos.
The little
wooden-
hand shakers things to make your chocolate.
But yeah,
Okay, so that's December 21st.
Yep.
Okay, good. You're good. Also, December 14th, coming up, holiday on the Northern Frontier, Sonoma State Historic Park. They do like reenactments because this was, at one time during the Spanish and Mexican period, the end of the end. This was the end of the line. This was the frontier. Like past here, it was like the Russians. And of course, we had the Native Americans, the Pomo, the Patwin, and the Miwok. But as far as the Europeans and the New World people that came here, this was the end. So they kind of reenact that at Sonoma State Historic Park. You've been to the Mission. You grew up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, yeah. So, but that'll be at the chapel, at the Barracks, Toscano Hotel, and the Blue Wing Inn, an open house. So that'll be neat. And a whole bunch of other holiday events coming up, right?
Today, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa is. Oh boy, I felt bad for Brian from the city because he was putting up the Christmas tree right in front of City Hall, and he knocked off some of the lights that we put up there for lighting the plaza. And
They broke it.
they didn't break them, but like they all fell down. And he goes, "How do I fix that?" I'm like, "Oh, I have no idea." But like the people who installed it, we called them. We have to get a glue gun and go grab a ladder and put it up. So hopefully by now, Brian, I'm sure it's gonna be great. You got 2 hours, dude. I was leaving us doing it. He's like, "I can't believe it." Okay, so before we move on to the next section, which is where you help me answer visitor questions, again, if people want to find Hola Vida Collective, your store is at where is it located again?
539 First Street West, right behind Bank of America and right next to the Red Grape restaurant, which is delicious.
And diagonal from the visitor center through the plaza. It's easy. You're also on Instagram at Hola Vida Collective and Facebook. And the website is holavidacollective.com. So it's all right there. Okay. Angie.
Yes.
You ready?
Dun, dun, dun.
You're back in school. Now, here we go.
I plead the fifth. Oh,
So, Angie, we quick recap. We have 2 visitor centers with professional staff and lots of volunteers. We have people who call us. They text us, 707-996-1090. People email us, info@sonomavalley.com. People actually comment on these podcasts and the videos. They ask us questions.
Okay.
And today, I'm deputizing you
To answer
some questions. And this segment's called We Get Questions.
Let's see.
Let's see what happens. Here's one we got. This one's a really hard one.
Okay.
Where's the best place in Sonoma County to get a grilled cheese sandwich?
Ooh, grilled cheese. Okay, next door at the Red Grape, and you get your the tomato soup.
They go together.
So good.
You are absolutely right.
And then if not the Red Grape, Sunflower Cafe also.
Oh, they have great stuff
and
over
then
there,
you
too.
can get ham in your grilled cheese sandwich.
That was it. Yeah, Red Grape, Sunflower Cafe, both in Sonoma. A good answer. That was easy. And especially when it gets cooler and the tomato soup is fantastic. I love it. Okay,
Just
that's
dip
good.
it.
A 4th grader from San Diego was in the other day.
Okay.
They brought their parents with them. Nice of them to do that. And the question is, what is the significance of the Sonoma Plaza? Like, why is it a thing?
Well, one, isn't it like one of 2 parks where you can drink in public? I don't know. In California?
That's true. How'd you tell the 4th grader that?
Oh,
They
the
can't
4th grader.
No, you're right.
Oh, sorry.
Come
So
back
that's why
in a
his
few-
parents come here. But for
So yes, you can buy a bottle of wine and drink in the plaza. Keep it classy, San Diego. But you can do that in the plaza. But you're right. What else is interesting about the plaza? Why do they care? How come they don't go to San Jose? Or
who goes?
Or like Monterey or something like that?
Well, I mean, I just think Sonoma at the plaza is just very safe. I always tell people, like, if you haven't been to the plaza, it's like really nice because you can get food, take it there. You can hang out there with your, adults. It's safe. Your kids can run around. Like, there's the playgrounds. In the summer, even though it's super hot, there's a lot of shade there. So even if it's like 90-something degrees, it feels cool down there, you know? And but I just think that it's just a fun little safe little, downtown area.
Yeah. No, I like that. Good.
And there's a lot of history. Like if you're into history, there's a lot of history. And if you're into even ghost tours, like we have a walking ghost tour.
We do.
Yeah.
You walk, the ghosts stay. The ghosts don't walk.
Have you ever seen the little boy with the little blue hat?
Where's that?
In downtown, the one that sometimes swings on the swings. You haven't heard that one? Really?
I've heard there's different hauntings, but there's a little boy.
There's a little boy in a little blue suit with a little blue hat, and so the thing is like, oh, if you see him trying to play with your kids, it's because he was really little when he passed, and so he loved going to the plaza with his family, with like his nanny, and I don't know where I heard this or what, but you know how we have the underground tunnels?
Yes.
Okay,
supposedly.
Well, I actually been in some.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So apparently, and then we had, what was it, like was it Chinese, like immigrants back then? And they were the ones who, they would have to walk under the tunnels. They couldn't walk above with everybody. But he loved his nanny who would take care of him. And he always wanted to know where she went when she left and why she would go into this tunnel thing. And so I guess the story is that the little boy tried to follow her and he fell in the tunnel. He hit his head and he passed. But he loved the plaza so much and he loved the playground that you sometimes see the little boy trying to play with other kids and he has a little blue suit and a little blue hat. Oh, you've never heard that story?
My gosh. I should have had you on for the Halloween podcast.
Oh, don't even get me started on Halloween stuff.
Oh, you're coming back for that. Okay, so I will tell the 4th grader there might be a haunted little boy who fell down into a tunnel. But he likes to play on the playground.
He just wants to play. He's really nice.
Everything's fine. He's like Casper, the friendly ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good answer. Thanks for that one. Now that the kid is drinking in the plaza and sad.
No, the parents are drinking. Okay. And they're not paying attention that he's playing with the ghosts.
All right, good. I like that. This next question came through LinkedIn. Actually, we have a LinkedIn
Okay.
page. Monica, who's a cultural tourism expert in New Mexico. Okay. She asked them, hey, I'm a fan of the recipes on your website. We have recipes on our website. What do you think of the recipes, and do you think people are interested in them? So I don't know if you know we have recipes.
I didn't even know we had recipes on the website, but that's good to know. And
And if you have some,
we should definitely add some recipes from the Springs community members, like all the vendors from the events. You can get Vicky, la señora who makes pambazos,
okay,
tacos costas, like
can I get champurrado?
champurrado.
Also healthy because it's got
ponche.
corn
You
in
can
it.
do agua frescas. We can do a whole recetas de la vida, recipes of life.
Would you do that? Because so here's the deal. This is great.
That's on my to-do list. I want to do a
People come
community
here
cookbook.
and they're from different places, and oftentimes like wine country fabulous food, which is great, right? Local, seasonal stuff that pairs well with our wines and stuff like that. But other times, like Grata has great Italian food.
Yeah.
And we're like, how do you make those raviolis or something like that? So yes, we get these recipes. They're on our website. All of our emails that go out, we include one recipe, and I would love some recetas de vida.
We
So,
should do. I'm like adding another thing to your list, but imagine like you have then you have the recipes. Like you can do them where they're making it. You can do a little.
You can do the video there. We have Conan doing it with Pedro Pascal, and what are they making? Tamales. Mm-hmm. But we don't tell them how.
And then you compare it with like the vino, the wine.
We get all going here.
Yeah.
Okay. This podcast is just going to keep going. We're just going to have to have other ideas.
We're gonna take it on the road.
All right. Good answer. Good job. I love it. Here's another one. I saw videos online of salmon running up Sonoma Creek all the way into town and up. Huh. Is that real?
I've heard that. Right? I think so. I think I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Did I see it like on the Springs page or something on
did.
Facebook? Somewhere
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
salmon.
did not see it myself, but I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, so people don't know in California on the coast, salmon start their life as eggs. They hatch in spring in creeks. And they the creek, and they're like, let's go to the ocean, man. And they go all the way down, all the way down to the ocean through the bay, and they're dodging other fish that eat them. Then they spend like 3 to 4 years out in the ocean. It's like, this is cool. We're like surfers. We're living here. We're avoiding orca and seals and fisher people. And then it rains again, and they're like, it's time. It's time for the next generation. So they follow their nose. They can scent. They go back through the ocean, back through the Golden Gate Bridge, back into San Francisco Bay, back into San Pablo Bay, up like the Sonoma Creek Slough, past MacArthur Place Hotel, past the Springs. They go up to a creek, and they do their thing. And then they go on to claim the reward, and they become like a ghost in the plaza. But basically, there are these massive 3 to 4 foot salmon coming up the creeks, and the creeks are not deep. They're like a foot deep. You can see them.
Okay.
Don't touch them. Leave them.
Yeah.
It's part of the circle of life kind of thing. Also, they do die. So they're on their way, and they're kind of near their expiration date. Because once they either lay the seeds or fertilize, then they die. Okay. But it's amazing to see. And you can literally be in town just drinking your coffee, and there's this enormous salmon going up this tiny creek.
Oh, when does that normally happen?
Once in the winter when the rains start. So when the rain starts flushing out and there's enough water because of the season of the rain here.
Yeah.
So winter they go up and then they do their thing. Yeah, go check it out. Go out by MacArthur and walk across the street. There's a little creek.
Yeah,
there were some in there. I could not believe it.
Okay.
And they were large salmon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had heard of it, but I've never actually have gone to check it out.
Yeah. Okay, final question is, what are some good places to get a mocktail in Sonoma County?
Ooh, a mocktail.
Or Sonoma Valley. Yeah.
Well, I know the Beacon has great crafted cocktails, but I know I had a friend who doesn't drink, and she just had it with alcohol, but it's very, very good. So the Beacon, which is the speakeasy, the Blue Door. I always tell people, look for the Blue Door.
That's right. I look for Martine out front.
Yeah, I'm like the Blue Door. La Hacienda Bar and Grill. Yeah, they do. You can do mocktails, and like they have like tamarindo, so like tamarind. They have hibiscus. They have a ton of flavors.
Okay.
And you can get a mocktail.
I love that.
And I mean, I think where else? Maybe Starling. I think Starling. Yeah,
That's a good answer. Yeah, Starling. And they have hot dogs at Starling too.
Yeah.
If you're hungry.
And the pizza. And they have the best chocolate chip cookies.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I literally stopped there just to buy cookies.
Really?
And then
I didn't know that.
Go home and eat.
I know Girl in the Fig has great cookies, but if I know Starling.
And they make they have like maybe like they say bourbon or something, and they have like sea salt.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh, they're so good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are 3. And also I think Layla, the Fairmont, most of the hotels have great mocktail choices there at their bars. And most bars are available for people who either don't drink or are like doing dry January, or they'll offer different types of mocktails or fruit juices.
Or T&K.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, T&K has their cocktail mixes,
Right.
but you can literally just pour ice in them.
And that
and
tastes
you
the
can
same sort of
just
thing
drink
without the
Yeah,
alcohol.
so T&K.
T&K, a local company
And
that makes the mixers.
We have it at the shop, and I know they have them at Sonoma Eats, and then they do pop-ups.
Right. Okay. Good. See, you answered all the questions. That was so easy, wasn't it? That's not hard.
I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm like, I don't know where I know these random things from.
Here's all we know as 4th graders. You can drink in the plaza,
I somehow forgot that you said a 4th grader.
but you got to wait a couple of years.
Till you're 21.
Meanwhile, get the mocktails at
Yes.
the other places there. So, Angie, you've been wonderful.
You can go to Scoops.
Go to Sweet Scoops.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that place. Good ice cream and stuff like that. Angie, you've been wonderful having you on the podcast.
Thank you.
Before you leave, if everyone forgot 10 minutes ago when I said your website, what is it again?
So our website is holavidacollective.com, but we're more active on social media, so at Hola Vida Collective. And we are located next to the Red Grape restaurant, right off the square, right off the plaza, 539 First Street West.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And after you've gone there, after you've bought all the horchata flavored items and the avocado purse thing and everything there and gotten some coffee and things like that, please go to the Sonoma Valley Visitors Bureau, 453 First Street West. If you're not in town, go to sonomavalley.com for our deals, special offers. Sign up for our emails because they're really good and we work hard at it. And it's, if you don't read them, we're just going to cry a little bit. So do that and find out what we're doing, especially for January with our winter wellness campaign coming up. So everyone, thank you so much for listening and we will see you next week. Thank you.
Gracias.